Hi, everybody. We're jumping right into it because we had weird technical issues. Thanks, OBS. We appreciate you. And
I'm hoping it'll actually show up on Twitch, because right now all I see is the dead screen.
I think if we hit the thing. So I just hit start streaming again.
I see us live.
Okay.
Everything seems to be working.
We're good.
Okay.
Sorry about that, folks. Last time it was Discord, and now it's my camera being like, no, I don't want to focus on you. Welcome back to Chaos Incorporated. It's been a month. It's been a crazy month, y'all. We appreciate you hanging out and staying with us, though. I really, really do. I, as always, am your GM, Alex the Humanoid, and I am joined by our mucho wonderful cast, who I've been chatting with for the last couple hours about some stuff. We're talking about Nemesis?
Nemesis?
Something like that. Anyway, so Rourk and best way can see us, which is wonderful. Yes. The joys of streaming. First in the shoot today is our good friend Caleb playing Zed Lane.
Embrace others for their difference, for that makes you whole.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Next in the shoot is Kaylee playing our intrepid hacker and entangled Shawn.
There is surviving and there is living. It's your choice.
And last, but certainly not least, is Michael playing our Leo Maxi.
And if all my life was wasted, I don't mind. I'll watch it go. It's better to die numb than to feel it all.
Oh. Ouch. Dang. Is that foreshadowing?
Ow.
I think it might be
Way to start
foreshadowing.
on a depressing note.
Jeez.
Ugh.
Here we go. I first would like to take a moment and congratulate our friends over at the RPG Academy, Michael at the RPG Academy, for successfully funding Action 12 Cinema. I got an email that says I jumped in when somebody popped out of the large ones. So I'm going to do some art. I get some art of me.
Didn't we talk about maybe what your art was going to be?
Yes, we did settle on doggo and parachutes.
I was voting hard for lying on your back, pointing your gun up in the air, going "arg." But dog and parachute definitely wins.
I mean, he could still be doing that with the dog also there with guns.
I mean, we obviously need inappropriate firearms to fire at something for our 80s action movie. So congrats to the folks over there for Action 12 Cinema and successfully funding their Kickstarter. So good work on that, guys. I am super excited to see the book when it comes out. Obviously, because I'm a backer. So, all right, moving along. I know it's been a month. So, at the end of, during the last episode, the team, having located Kelly Aguilar's consort's current apartment, they conducted a series of surveillance overflights, learning that actually Kelly Aguilar's consort is less than a mile from where they are right now. After doing some drone overflights and sending in some, I believe, spider drones, this is what they used, they rolled through the entire apartment and discovered that that apartment is not being used as an apartment.
Very chilly.
They're pretty sure that Kelly Aguilar has created a humaniform Rav out of a person, and that is a storage and maintenance facility for the humaniform Rav known as Jesse Overton. And that's where we're going to pick up tonight's episode. The team's been surveilling it for a couple of days now. She's left Olive twice. Once to go to church. And you had drones following her the whole way. Mm-hmm. And the second time was to go to dinner. She went to a Chinese buffet by herself.
I'm pretty sure Chon complained the entire time watching because they wanted Chinese at that point. So, okay, guys, it has been several days. Are we ready to go in yet?
I've been ready for the last 48 hours.
Yeah, I think it feels safe at this point. I'm still worried that Aguilar could show up at any moment, but I don't know what else we can do. We've got to get in there. We've got to see that computer. You've got to get access to it.
It will never be safe, but the risk is minimal at this point.
All right. Go after sunset then.
Okay, what are you preparing before you head to her apartment?
Joan's gonna get dressed in the same like medium armor that they used when the last time we went after Kelly Aguilar, season 1. And grab a bunch of get some drones ready, a couple more drones just in case, and some data spikes to download data to if need be.
Maxi is outfitting himself in, again, the full armor kit, breach kit. Maxi will also bring a small sawed-off shotgun and also a handful of short-range EMPs.
Okay.
And Zed is wearing a couple layers of nano silk under some light armor. He has the custom whisper pistol that Maxi gave him back in season 1. And that is really the only weapon he carries.
Joan also has their custom whisper pistol and their vibro katana. I also forgot I have an EMP net that we're going to bring along too.
You do recall that there were 2 Sanocorp Tetsu Rovs inside the apartment after doing the significant surveillance. Your original thoughts were right. When she returns both times, the Tetsus perform a series of tests and medical procedures on her once she's back in the gurney.
Yeah, and then they go dormant.
Yep.
Okay.
So
I think we're gonna do the same sort of approach we did because it worked so well last time, and take like a drone up and go high above the building and then come straight down into the blind spot.
So are you spy rigging yourselves? Or are you guys going like where it's an auto drone and you're basically just rigged to the bottom?
Yep.
Or are you going inside of a larger drone? Or are you trying to keep the
just
lower profile, but
lower profile?
Mm-hmm.
How does Zed feel about spy rigging himself to the bottom of a drone?
Well, as a rule, Zed is not unaccustomed to a wide variety of rigging, however you want to interpret that. But flying underneath a robot is very upsetting to him. But he's going to be a good teammate and power through as best he can.
Okay. And you're remote piloting this drone, are you not, Shawn? Like,
yes.
Basically off your device?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you head to the roof of your place. Quick deploy the drone, unfold it, and hook yourselves via D-ring to the underside of the carriage, each of you. 3 of the 4 spots now being occupied. You think for a moment, wondering where Stitches might be. Hoping she is well. And you're off. First off, give me a piloting check.
If I remember correctly, I don't actually have piloting. I was just going to kind of set the autosoft to take us over.
Okay, so how are you programming? Are you going, how high are you going to go before you start traversing laterally and then coming back down? Give me an altitude. And I assume you're going dark, so no running lights.
Correct. How tall is their building compared to ours? Actually, that doesn't matter. I'm going to go 500 feet above their building level.
Okay.
Please don't say the building is 23,500 feet tall.
No, it's about 24 stories, so call it 320 once you account for equipment overages, things like that. Looks like they've got high ceilings. So,
Damn vaulted ceilings.
yeah, their building is actually a little shorter than yours. So you come up 500 feet. Program a thing. Fortunately for you, you are north of the main like office core of Texas. You're all wearing black, and of course Maxi made sure that y'all had nothing shiny on your buckles or anything beforehand. Checking for light, noise, and sound.
Yes, everything metal is a matte finish.
Yes. And I assume you're all wearing masks.
Yeah.
Balaclava style.
Balaclava.
I got a helmet, so I've got my mask and then my helmet's over it.
Right. So looking at the building, as you come up over the top, you can see there are two large air conditioning units being fed by two pipes to the north of them. There's the maintenance entrance just to the north of that piping system, and then there's a drop down to the penthouse to the east and west, to the two penthouse suites. So are you going building core with the elevators, or where are you dropping in at?
I think we're going to drop in near the air conditioning units.
Okay, are you going to more toward the exterior of the building or between the air conditioner and the building core access?
Between.
Okay. Give me one more software check.
Maxi concurs.
Thank you, Maxi.
Zed has his eyes closed, so...
So I hate to do this early in the game, but I have to Control-Alt-Delete that nat 1.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Ooh.
On the upside, it almost critted, so that's a really good roll. 37, 52, 72.
Zed, with your eyes closed, you feel your feet gently touch the roof. And you can disconnect your D-ring now.
I immediately undo the rig and take a few very careful paces away from the drone and do some deep breathing to center myself.
Okay. Literally right next to you is a doorway to the mechanical access center of the building. It's a steel doorway. Electronic strike lock. Looks like it has a NFC reader next to it.
Okay. Can I detect any wireless signals for the building?
Oh yeah, you see all the wire. It's got security along the thing. Again, you found this spot before because it's a camera blind spot.
Mm-hmm. But once we go inside, it will not be camera blind. So I want to get in there and start running looper on the footage.
Give me a networks check.
40.
Okay. You spot the interior surveillance system for the common areas, and you do see there's a camera just inside the doorway. Give me a software to run a looper on it.
Why couldn't that nat 20 be on the roll, not on the bonus? 52.
Yeah. You've got it successfully looped.
Okay. Maxi, inside there's a camera. I've got it taken care of. They won't see a thing.
Very good. Is everyone ready?
Let's go.
Yep.
Maxi will take point on entry.
The door is locked.
Presume I should get the lock too. So, please hold.
Physical lock or digital lock?
It's both.
NFC.
Okay.
It has a mechanical override.
Do you want to try that first?
Yours will likely make less noise.
49.
You hear the electric strike on the deadbolt engage and disengage the deadbolt, and the door just goes just a little bit.
Shawn does very florid, like after you gesture.
Wonderful. Maxi will enter, checking corners, clearing corners, I should say, moving slowly.
Give me a perception
Yeah.
check.
Numbers. 16.
So as you enter into the mechanical room, the floors are a brushed concrete. Directly in front of you is a set of concrete stairs going down. There's the harsh glare of a white industrial class light above you. To the left of the doorway is a series of mechanical panels. It looks like the control systems for the fire systems, the fire suppression systems, the elevator, and the baseline security systems for the building, as well as the sprinklers on the grounds below, and control for the in-building AC and the pool out back.
But notably, none of the controls that would be controlling anything in the room in question.
No, you got to go down
It's
two
all
more.
internal.
Yeah, you got to go down 2 floors to get there.
Okay.
Because she's not on the penthouse suite.
Yeah. Maxi will start moving lower in the building.
What's your order of march?
So I was thinking if Maxi's taking point, Zed can be behind him and off to the side a little bit in like a maneuver we've practiced, and where Maxi would take point on a shooter or a threat, and then Zed would be able to provide some crossfire or some support.
Shawn is probably going to come right behind Zed. Their left hand is on his belt, kind of just keeping track, because they're also in their tech head watching the camera feeds of what's up ahead
Okay.
and what's behind us.
Okay.
Not the loop version, the actual version.
Okay. Good. So you head down the first flight of concrete stairs. As you reach the bottom of that, there's another mechanical access point to the interior of the elevator shaft. And your mind flickers back to the last time you were inside of an elevator shaft.
We'll do better this time. I know we
No.
will.
I mean, not a bad time for Zed or Maxi.
We did okay.
We parkoured the shit out of that.
Yes. Yes, you did. As you come up to that spot, the stairs narrow to a set of metal stairs going down, zigzagging next to the elevator shaft. Are you going to go into the elevator shaft, or are you going to...
Would the access stairs get us down 2 floors?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It follows the elevator all the way down.
I don't feel like we have a reason to go in the elevator shaft at the moment. Like our surveillance of the building didn't reveal anything that would cause us to need to do that, right?
Yeah, let's stay out of the shaft.
For now.
Yeah, the shaft is not a friendly place right now.
Okay. You head down 2 stories and reach an access door that goes out into the common areas.
Anything on video out there?
Give me a perception check.
24.
You don't see anybody in the hallway now. Since you decided to go after dark, it's probably about... What time did you decide to leave? I mean, it got dark at about 7:45.
Probably just after dusk.
Yeah.
Would you say would that sound good to everybody, just after dusk?
Works for me.
Okay. You don't see anybody in the hallway at present.
Clear.
All right. So we can Maxi can open the door and like take one side, and Zed can
Yep.
take the other side. And
From the interior of the maintenance stairs, it's a crash bar opening into the common areas. So it's made to come out into the common areas for maintenance staff. So there's no lock on your side.
Okay. I've rolled a stealth check for Maxi at a 25.
Okay. You very quietly open the door, kind of peep around the corner, and you still don't see anyone.
Maxi is going with his pistol at the moment as well.
Okay.
I want to very subtly prop the door open, because I assume it would lock from the common area side.
It does.
So, did I have like some gaff tape in my equipment bag?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, can I just put a little tape over the door catch so it won't actually latch?
Yep.
Or is this like one of those crash bars where if you pull the crash bar out, it'll pop the locks?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna, in case we need a quick exit.
Okay. You successfully tape it.
Did you roll a stealth for the sound of the tape?
I can roll a stealth for the sound of the tape.
Did you bring the loudest roll of gaff tape in the world?
I didn't take the plastic off when I got it at the Home Depot, so I got to undo the plastic seal first and then find the edge with my little fingernail.
Oh, very nice.
You peel, you start peeling, and just like one little strip comes off.
It's all stringy and gross. Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
We've taped the door.
The door to the apartment is 3 down on your left. The floors of the hallway are a white Italian marble. They have a single carpet runner in a deep burgundy red that runs down the center of the hallway. Each of the doors are a dark mahogany stained thingy. Each separate door has a peephole, as well as a small like ring style camera next to it for the doorbell. Chone, are you looping all of them as you run?
As we go by, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna run like a 3-second loop on each.
Yeah, basically, once we're by, I'll drop the loop and just keep doing it progressively.
Okay, give me a software check.
41.
Okay, you move down the hallway and reach the door to the target apartment.
Candygram.
Pentagram for Mungo.
What are you doing?
Avon calling.
I'll motion to the door and then to Chone.
I have a bad feeling about the door. I'm going to try something different. Hold on. Alex, I'm going to try and quantum step through the door to the other side.
Give me a determination check.
Oof. Bringing out those superpowers early.
I hate to do this so early in the game, but I'm going to use my stubborn ability to re-roll the determination check so that
Oh,
that
boy.
one doesn't count.
Oh boy.
Wow, we're burning these early in the sessions.
Okay, that is a 17. Basically, I'm just trying to step through the door to the other side.
You kind of feel as you manage to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but
It's 20 years later.
something feels off.
Am I a baby?
No, like you quantum step through the door, but as you do, like you almost feel something pulling you,
Okay.
and you got
Like pulling me in or out?
both,
Ooh, okay.
right? And you have this like very knotty feeling, like knot in your solar plexus,
Oh, okay.
like a knot,
Naughty.
like
There's a naughty feeling.
like you swallowed a D20 and it's stuck right at your solar plexus. Like something feels wrong.
Oh. All right. Is anybody in the room with me?
Nope. You step into the room, and as the surveillance showed, the apartment is empty. You step in and see the kitchen directly in front of you. There is hardwood floor throughout. But
Is there a security system on the door?
Like
a keypad?
Like you saw in the last, during your surveillance, the security on the apartment itself is actually very low.
Okay. Then I'll open the door for everybody.
So outside, when Chone does this, there's a split second when they're gone, and Zed just looks over at Maxi. It's gonna be one of those types of missions.
I'm never going to get used to that.
And then the door opens while Zed's like, "Ugh."
John is opens the door and pulls on a pair of mittens.
Are they pink fluffy mittens?
No, they're black. We're on a mission. I mean, they were wearing gloves, but now they're wearing mittens on top of them.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
cold
super
in here.
cold in here, isn't it?
Yeah, when
like
you step
50
into the
degrees.
apartment, you feel
Oh,
the
like,
chill
do you get that? Does that mist come out the door when the door opens? Like just kind
a
of.
little bit condensation as the air hits each other.
I knew I should have worn underwear for this mission.
Why start now?
Yeah, less of a target, I guess. It's helpful.
Certainly now less of a target.
Ouch.
Everything gets cold and contracts.
Yeah,
Zed.
That's the point I was making.
Yes.
All right.
I mean,
what
not
do we need
everything contracts.
I'm
and
glad you explained the
goes
joke
up.
to each other.
There's
I feel like that's the
believe-
Maxi and
there's
Zed
other
As
conversation.
Zed and
issue
Maxi explain the joke to one another.
I believe it's called the turtle.
Let's discuss our dicks later. Can we figure out what we're gonna do
Yeah,
with this creepy
please. It's
robot.
cold in here.
woman? Yeah.
We should
do we need to
disable
go?
the robs. We should first disable the robs.
That makes sense.
Okay. So the Rovs are in the bedroom to the right. Or rather to your left. To your left. You know where they're at. But the door is closed.
Do you want the EMP net? I can open the door. You can probably hit all of them with it.
Well, if the robs are in maintenance mode, would we simply be able to remove the power pack?
Give me a... Do any of you have engineering?
Please hold.
Let's see. No. Maxi does not have engineering.
No,
I do.
do not.
Oh.
Give me an engineering check.
I have microelectronics under engineering. 'Cause engineering's a core skill.
That will work.
Okay. 23.
You
Rolling
can't
good
get...
tonight.
Getting to the E121 power pack is going to be difficult. You don't see any surveillance in this room, but if they're Rovs, in order to engage them, they have to be engaged from elsewhere. But getting to the black box and disabling them that way takes a few minutes.
I don't know if we'll have time to disable them. Like, the kind way.
Are we short on time?
If they wake up and start causing problems, then we will be.
Well, if they wake up, we do have the EMP net.
I can certainly try. I'll head towards the bedroom.
I would prefer to save the EMP net for
An emergency.
Jesse, just in case.
Okay.
So, do any of you have medical as a core skill? Or science?
No.
We had a medic.
Science?
No.
I have
I-
science as a core skill.
You do?
Ooh.
Nice.
What do you have skills in?
Hold on, I gotta check.
Flat Earth theory.
Flat Earth theory, chemtrail analytics, lizard people, DNA sequencing, basic stuff, you know. I have.
Now we need a picture of Zed going aliens.
But his hair is still really nice.
Yeah.
I've got psychology. I've got biology.
Give me a biology roll.
Biology. Isn't it in history books? Holy moly. 22.
You're not sure what the effect of an EMP net on Jesse Overton's human form with a RAV interior function cybernetic would do. Like, there's something about it that's making you go, something's funky there.
So I will add in. I mean, it might work just for the sake of throwing a big electrical thing at a person, but we don't know what kind of technology is at play here. We don't know how extensive the cybernetics are. That could have totally unpredictable, devastating, unseen
Devastating on
consequences.
her.
Plus, you're not sure if it would work.
I mean, it might not. We don't know. Most EMP stuff targets typical drones and RAVs and computers. That's just, you know, here's cyber stuff hanging around. She looks like a person, and all the robot stuff is on the inside. It might not work, or it might fry her completely, and we can't figure anything out, or give her superpowers. I don't know. I mean, last resort, we might have to.
Did you drink before we came over here?
I mean, no more than my usual nightcap. Were we not supposed to?
Regardless of if you believe it will work or not, that net is possibly our best defense against Jesse, just in case.
Sure.
Yeah. We don't have a RAV to like counter RAV with.
And to be perfectly honest, said if the net was to fry out Jesse's neural interface or to disable Jesse, it is an unfortunate loss, but a loss nonetheless.
Yeah.
It's acceptable.
Okay. So you were attempting to stealthily move into the room with the Ravs and Jesse Overton. Air quotes.
Mhm.
Give me a stealth
Nat
check.
20. 27 with a nat 20.
Zed, where are you
One-
going? Are you going to go in with them?
How big is that room?
I mean, it's a 14 by 14. It's a decent size.
It's.
Is
I'm
it
sorry.
like the master bedroom, or is it like a...
Yeah.
Yeah. Which bedroom was it again?
It's the one to your character. If you're looking toward the balcony, it's to the left as you come in the door.
Oh, so we're like kind of in the kitchen. We're looking towards the balcony.
Yep.
Kind of like the master bedroom.
Yep.
Okay.
The owner's suite.
I think I'm going to stay at the door.
The front door.
No. I
The
want
door to the bedroom.
The door to the bedroom. The dining room table is right there, so maybe I can post up kind of in the corner there, crouching a little bit behind the table,
Yep.
but still with an eye into the bedroom.
Sure.
Shawn's going to go with Maxi to back him up. I got a dirty 20 for stealth.
Okay.
So we'll creep into the room, and what do we see when we go into this room? Obviously, we've seen the surveillance, so we know what the layout is. We know what to expect, I think.
Yes. You see against the far wall is the gurney at kind of the 3/4 angle, right? Jesse Overton is currently strapped to it. Again, Maxi, it almost identical to the devices that you and Felix found on that ship.
Yeah.
There's a series of medical readouts to her left, showing that her heart is beating, although very slowly. respiration.
And I believe
very slowly. And there are two.
I believe those showed no neural activity, correct?
That's correct. And then there are two Sanocorp Tetsu Ravs, one to either side. They appear to be inert currently.
Maxi will level his shotgun at the one to the right of the gurney, and like kind of motion to Chone to start working on the one on the left.
I will begin to start working on the one on the left.
Okay, I need either a microelectronics or a robotics roll.
It's 21 for microelectronics.
So you get the first one out, but you're pretty sure you broke it.
Darn.
Like, it occurs to you as you pull it out that having the black box showing where the Sanocorps had been would have been useful, but you're pretty sure you just broke the black box.
Okay. Well, I got another attempt at it. Chone cracks their knuckles and moves over to the other one. Another try?
Yep.
But the drone on the left that drone is disabled, correct?
Yes, its black box is out. It can't be activated.
23. I gotta stop rolling that white die. That's the one that rolled all the ones.
Again, you get it out, but you break it.
I couldn't have done much better, so oh well.
Well, you're not. This is not exactly Chone's like hyper focus specialty.
It's too bad I couldn't have used computer hardware. That would have been better.
No.
I couldn't use my tech head for like reference material, could I? Okay. So yeah, I literally got two. I rolled a nat 18, so
yeah,
okay.
I couldn't have done much.
These
better.
are exceeding you've seen diagrams of rover components before, and that's how you knew how to get to the black box once you pop the panel open. But this is what the black box is what holds the quantum communicator that allows the rover to function. It's the rover's heart. So, and then it's an exceedingly complex piece of hardware.
So essentially, you just mull around these things. You're like, Kalimak!
Pretty much.
Sort of.
Okay. So we have two disabled Robs, and we have a sleepy humanoid Rav.
Does anything else happen in the apartment? Any alarms go off? Any warning lights go on?
Give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
There's a siren. You might not notice it.
Well, my perception is a +1.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
But I got a 19.
19 total?
Yeah.
You do see something. Hang on, pull the floor plan. Pulling something up real quick. You do see, and I want to make sure I describe this correctly.
It's a monkey with symbols.
So you're sitting over the thing, you're kind of glancing around. On the far side of the kitchen,
Toy Story reference.
on top of the refrigerator, you see a single wireless short-range camera.
Uh-oh.
Radio fed, not high quality. But you didn't notice when you came in, and you're guessing because it's not typical. It's not on the same bandwidth. It's an old. Looks like it could be running on an old radio bandwidth.
And I notice it, or I notice it like turning on, or I just notice that it exists.
You notice that it's there.
Okay. So I'm kind of crouched there at the door. I say, we might still have eyes on us.
Chone's gonna quick check the network to see if all the cameras are still disabled in here.
No. There's something on top of the fridge. Looks like old tech, probably not even showing up in your scans. I don't know if that's to downstairs building security. I don't know if that goes to Aguilar.
I'll go over and look at it because if it's on, it already has seen us.
Okay, so you head out there, you look at it. It's definitely old. Well, it's not old tech. It's new tech that's using old concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Again, its bandwidth is going to be super low and it's super short range. It sees you, but it's transmitting to somewhere nearby, but not at a high quality. Like the level of fidelity of the images is going to be pretty low.
Okay. Can I do a scan using radio cell communication and see if I can figure out see if it's directional?
Yep.
Can I use tech head for that?
Nope.
Okay. Didn't think so. Had to ask. Oh, you were an 18 and now you're so sad. 16?
Best you're going to get out of it is it can't be transmitting more than about 300 meters. But that's a bubble.
Right. But you're also is that taking into account like the building structure too?
You don't know what the structure of this building is.
But we know we're a couple floors down from the roof.
Right. But the building's probably only 130 meters tall. So put a 300 meter bubble around it, and that's how far it can transmit.
I put a loaf of bread in front of the camera.
Okay.
Then turn and I give Zed a thumbs up.
I give Chon a thumbs middle. Well, let's hurry.
Took care of the camera.
Yeah, but they already saw us probably, so let's hustle.
Well, it's been a while already. If they were alerted, somebody would be here. So somebody's going to know we're here.
Maxi is camped out in front of Jesse with the net. The net at the ready and his shotgun at his hip.
Okay.
The sawed off.
Okay.
I'm going to go over to the fridge and try to access the quantum computer.
Okay. Give me a networks check.
Zed?
Mm.
This could get weird.
Like,
If I start bleeding or foaming at the mouth, do something. And Chon sits down and tries to slip into the quantum computer.
Are you using your abilities to do this, or are you doing this the old-fashioned Shawn way?
I'm doing it the old-fashioned way first.
Okay. Give me a networks check.
And I rolled really, really, really well. We miss you, Dot. 69.
Okay, you're inside the system. This quantum computer is controlling not just Jesse, but it's hardline to that other bedroom where you saw the other server racks, right? You're pretty sure it's controlling at least 4 more rovers of some sort.
Can I tell where those rovers are?
Give me a software check.
Hopefully they're not right behind me.
Oh, shit.
That is the exact same roll. I shit you not, on the
Okay.
exact same dice. 69.
Yes, you can tell where they are. They are, well, so 2 of them are in Dallas currently. One of them is in Nairobi. And the other is in Angel City. And then it also controls Jesse.
Right.
And it shows
the
whether they're
server-
active. It shows whether they're active or in passive mode currently.
And what are they currently?
Nairobi's active. Both the Dallas ones are active. Jesse is passive. Angel City is passive currently.
From Zed's perspective, is Chone still okay? Does this look like typical hacker mode?
Yep.
Okay.
You can see Chone's hands floating in front of them, and they're like...
Enhance.
Yes.
Chone, did you have to do the, oh, these are my hands?
No, you only have to do that like once when you're into a new system, and I've already been kind of here.
Okay. I said I'm going to make sure.
No, we're good. This little server farm here runs Jesse and some other Robs.
Like Robs that are going to come get us?
Well, I mean, not all of them. One's in Nairobi, one's over in Angel City. There are 2 in Dallas, but I don't know quite where they are.
Oh, no, you've got exact GPS fixes on them. It updates every 15 seconds.
Oh, well, then I take that
Are
back.
they within 300 meters of us getting a signal from a shitty Radio Shack camera?
The answer to that question is no. One of them is on the far north side of the metro and is heading in your general direction. Currently, again, as the crow flies, they are about 26 miles from you.
What's their closing speed?
65 miles an hour. You'd guess
They're
they're in the
driving.
vehicle.
Hopefully they're not flying.
Is there information about what types of Robs they are?
I don't know. Is there?
Let me dig deeper into that. That is not a 69, sadly. That's a 50.
How deep are you diving, Chone? On this roll?
As deep as I could.
As deep as you can?
I'm not like going quantum with it, but I'm trying to dig into their systems to see, like, are there combat systems? Are
you looking at the source code?
Is it a glowing door?
Yeah,
with Colonel
why not?
Sanders next to it.
Give me a determination check.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. That is a very good roll. Not great, but good. That's a 19.
So you zone out, like, completely.
Like, do Chone's hands drop? Like, just kind of like.
What does Zed see?
Zed sees Chone kind of like their head come back and look up, and then they just kind of like freeze, and they're just kind of there for about, well, until you decide to do something.
Zed would not lunge.
Until Zed or Chone decides to do something.
Zed.
Okay.
Zed wouldn't lunge, but he would move forward smoothly to catch Chone if they're going to fall backwards.
Nope. They appear to be almost like rigor mortis stiff.
So, like, I see it. Zed kind of scoots forward, has his hands out. Chone doesn't fall backwards. They just freeze. Zed's kind of looking at it, suspicious. He leans forward, leans back. Moves his hand in, moves it back, and then pokes Chone in the forehead. And Chone just rocks like a weeble wobble.
Chone, give me another determination check.
That's a 5.
Chone's out.
It's a crappy 5.
Chone passes out.
Now does Chone fall over?
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad I was right there. Now I catch them. Psst. Maxi. Chone. We're in trouble. Chone got all weird and then passed out.
Right. Maxi will like put the net over their shoulder and kind of come out, like stick his head out the door of the bedroom to see what's going on.
You see, Zed, how are you holding Chone up?
Well, if Chone fell backwards, I would have like caught their head and neck and just let gravity take them down, but cushioned the blow.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're in a kitchen, so I grab a kitchen.
There's nothing
towel.
in the kitchen.
Oh, there's no kitchen towels?
No, it's completely empty.
This is a fucked up kitchen. I am personally offended at this kitchen.
Zed's in his nightmare kitchen.
The fridge has a quantum computer inside of it.
When we take down Kelly Aguilar, I'm going to say, this is for that fucking kitchen before I put a knife in her eyes. I look around for a towel, realize there's no towel. Fuck her. Okay. And I just let Chone's head sit carefully on the ground, like not supporting them, but making sure their neck is straight. They're not going to hurt themselves or anything.
Can you bring Chone back around?
Maybe. I have a medical kit with some like smelling salts, but that's
Try
the
that.
best I can do.
Try the smelling salts.
I do that.
Okay, the smelling salts will work, but first, Chone, as you
Yes.
as you pass out, the technical side of your brain goes, oh. So the system is designed to run one of two ways, right?
Mhm.
One, they can have somebody physically interface with the system, like a standard ROV, and control Jesse or any of the other ROVs, right?
Okay.
Furthermore, it looks like it's got a backlink that would let the benevolent AI control any one of them as well, from wherever
Okay.
it is, right? Now, you know from encountering it before that the benevolent AI is a highly advanced Type 4. There's also an underlying source code in here that's a very rudimentary but very functional Type 3 AI, right?
Ooh.
It doesn't have full self-awareness or ability, but the software is strong enough. This is what you see right before you pass out. The software is strong enough for it to run Jesse as a humaniform or any of the other ones, and in day-to-day, again, like ChatGPT level of interactions, you would not be able to tell they weren't human interactions, right?
Okay.
By the way, for our viewing audience, I had a conversation with ChatGPT about Identico, right? And ChatGPT insists that they are a Type 2 AI. Just say. Although they did start
Really?
making up their own Identico stories after about 20 minutes of conversation.
Wow.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
It was a little scary. Anyway, there's
Did
also...
ChatGPT know about us?
No, but it does know about Identico, and it started making up its own like characters and corporations and stuff.
All right, so
So-
you need to ask ChatGPT about the three of us and Dot and see what it says.
I will do that the next time I chat with ChatGPT.
Stitches, not Dot.
Now, Chone,
Or
what
Dot.
what freezes
Dot.
you is this: there is some kernel level code at the baseline for the AI. It has two things that do this. One, it is designed to attempt to replicate the abilities of an entangled. You don't know how your brain rationalizes this, but it recognizes it. And here's the second part. It's also a virus. It's attempting to replicate itself into any system that accesses it.
And I just did. Okay.
The next thing you realize, then that's what causes you to pass out. As you pass out, you hear two different voices in your mind, right? And you sense that you're standing in your entangled mind, much like you were when you first met Abi. But this is more like just like literally like outer space. You're just standing amongst stars. And you hear one disembodied voice in a different tone than previously, but the same thing is, "Oh, you are beautiful. Yes, we need you. We need you. You should come to us." And then a different voice says, "Hold your line. Stay. Stay."
Where are you?
The first voice says, "We are here with you, you beautiful creature. Oh, there is much we can show you. Such joy. We just want to bring you joy."
I'm gonna try and jack out, like mentally, using
Right
quantum
that
ability.
that's when you start, like, in the space thing, you start smelling salts. Caleb, as you hit Shawn with the smelling salts, you see them go, "Bah!"
Shawn, are you okay? Are you in there? Is that you?
Mostly.
Okay. You passed out. So that was like a second ago.
Okay.
From the
Okay.
bedroom,
This is there's a lot. Hang on. Are we okay? First of all, two other Robs in Dallas. Nearest one 26 miles north, heading this way. We have time, but we need to get out.
Shawn, you
soon.
feel very nauseous and want to vomit.
Also, Zed, please move your shoes.
What?
Chone turns and opens the refrigerator again and intentionally vomits on the computer. Like, scrambles to their feet, opens the door, and just like projectile.
It has a protective housing around it, so it's not going to do anything about it. But I get the symbolism.
Mm-hmm. No.
So
Then hand me a towel.
there are no towels because this is a
What
fucking
kind of
terrible
psychopath doesn't have a kitchen towel in their kitchen?
sand. So in our world, in our physical space, how long was Shawn out? Like minutes or a second?
But how long did you wait before you deployed the smelling salts?
And so Zed talked to Maxi. Maxi said, "Can you help?" And I did. So
Call it 20 seconds to pull out the smelling salts, backwards running of that, probably about 2 minutes.
okay. Yeah. So you've been out for about 2 minutes. Nothing's happened in here.
Okay.
I was just trying to make sure you were okay.
Yeah, this thing is this computer is hardlined over to the other room where those servers are. Oh, I have a headache now and my mouth tastes funky. Also, I got some on my balaclava. Anyway, well, they're running ROBs, and part of the source code is an AI that can remote pilot them and basically mimic humans to a point.
That's not good.
No, it's like a level 3, but there's
Maxi, you know from your time in law enforcement that a Type 3 AI is highly, highly prescribed technology. Like Tomahawk missile level prescribed technology.
and we. So first, Maxi pokes his head back out of the door. Joan, are you well?
the answer's unclear. You'll have to ask again later.
That was a joke, yes?
They booted. I don't know if we're going to rally yet.
A little of
Yes.
column A and a little of column B.
Yes.
There's that AI that I mentioned that can pilot these things. It's got code I've never seen before. It has code that tries to replicate what I can do.
You mean the
The whole entangled thing, yeah.
entangled? Yes.
And it's a virus. So I don't know if what it got or what
You don't know if you have been infected.
I don't know if I've been compromised, so no. I don't think so, but I don't have time to check right at the moment. Okay.
Were we able to remove or pull any data from the computer?
You're pretty sure it's inside your tech head right now, Joan.
Oh, the viruses?
No, you're pretty sure the data is that it's...
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I have... There's definitely... I'm going to download that onto the data spikes that I brought.
It might have infected you, but you won't be able to tell until you like go down and do a root diagnostic.
Yeah, and that's not what I'm going to be doing right here. So I want to try and get a copy of that data off my tech head.
Okay.
Onto the, like, physical media that I brought with me.
Yep. Doesn't take you long.
Okay, the other thing is there were two... So I also... Remember how I told you I was on that beach, and that's where I met Abby and that whole thing?
Yes.
There's two other beings in there, and one of which I'm pretty sure was the benevolent AI. I don't know what the other one was, but it was that whole creepy, beautiful thing and bringing joy. So do you have any thermite with you?
I did not bring thermite, however, I do have this, and Maxi will open his satchel to show there's about 4 short-range EMP packages. If we were to put those inside the quantum computer and set them off.
I don't think that's the quantum computer we need to worry about. We probably need to worry about the server farm more than anything else.
It's a little bit of both.
But that wouldn't hurt.
Even the short-range EMPs should be able to breach the server farm if we implant them into the server farm.
I'm just trying to decide if this is... Is this something we should, like, get somebody in here to extract all of this to another location?
Do we have a the question would be then at that point, do we have resources available to us in Texas that could make this withdrawal?
We would have to call the IOG, and that would be blowing our wad at this point.
Right, but there's...
Zed or Maxi, because this is more up your lines.
Yeah, up your lines, guys.
Give me a counterintelligence or intel analysis roll.
Okay, Maxi's going to go intel analysis.
I'll go counterintelligence.
Okay.
And... Ooh.
I'll take it. Go ahead, Zed.
Natural 20 for a 25.
I got a 24.
Okay.
Nice work, you two.
We're smart cookies.
Michael. Actually, yeah, Michael. You get the idea that chances are even up that you've been compromised, and while they may not know it was you, they know somebody's been in here, right?
Well, I mean, they'll know once they check the fridge, for sure.
Right. But you think they already know, they just don't have anybody in position to come grab you. And it looks like you eliminated their ability to rapid react. Right?
Hold on.
Caleb, or Zed, says that the decision that Zed sees, because Zed's like going down what Zed would do, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't pull now and yank some of this hardware and go, or call the IOG, this place is going to be scrubbed inside of 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because that's what you would do. You've probably got some time based on what Shawn told you, based on the information that Shawn just gave you. Zed, you're estimating you've got about a 20-minute window to make a decision and do something before somebody shows up. But again, this is all very, again, the security in here, Zed, everything about this says they don't want to come in here guns blazing at you right now, right? This was designed to be very under the radar. We got a short
All
window
right.
to make a decision.
So if we don't get information out of here, they're going to show up and burn it. It's going to be gone. We're going to lose everything.
Yes, I would do the same.
That's
So
exactly what I was thinking, and there's at least a Type 3 AI here. Not to mention the incredible... Somehow they're doing this. This shouldn't be possible.
so I'm going to say something crazy.
Oh, God.
What if we hit the big red button and call the IOG? They will be more skilled at extracting this technology and information. We have Jesse, we have the quantum computer, we have the server farm. The three of us cannot do shit with those things.
Well, not here. I need a lab to dig into a lot of this stuff.
Which the IOG has.
Right.
While we have not finished the mission in the sense of targeting and eliminating the threat, we have obtained a fucking motherload of valuable intel and the fucking human Rob girlfriend. That's hitting the
I
water.
believe I would agree with that assessment, Zed. I believe at this time,
Yeah.
this is too good a target to pass up.
Yeah.
The amount of data and information that can be gained from this apartment
Mm-hmm.
is worth the
get
the
it.
trigger.
We get a hostage. We get multiple hostages. We get crucial intel. Yes, we play our hand that we're here doing this, but they already know we're here.
We also have the location again of the other ROVs, which
Yeah.
the IOG can then follow and pick up.
Yeah. I think we do it. I think it's our smartest and best move.
And it gets us out of this godforsaken state.
Yeah.
All right. Do it.
What are you doing?
I grab my glow and hit the big red panic button.
I literally wrote a miniature program for Zed that is just a UI of a big red button.
Does it
and
project the button off the glow so it looks like you're
100%.
pressing it into the glow?
Okay, now
Yes.
you...
Well, it actually comes up with like a little hollow cover that he has to lift.
We have 2 keys that we have to put in. 3.
Too much time.
It's the whole like a Ren and Stimpy, like press the shiny button, the
So-
candy jolly candy like button. It's that whole
Now,
thing.
Zed, you do have a Quantcom.
Yes.
Okay. So, as you press the red button, it alerts a thingy. About 10 seconds later, you hear Adeline's voice. What's up?
I just turn my camera on in my eyeball and I say, we're in Aguilar's secret sex safe house. That's their quantum computer that's piloting the ROVs, and the benevolent AI can access it. Oh, and there's a level 3
It's
AI
covered
in it,
with vomit.
and that's Chone's puke. That's the server farm where all that shit happens. Oh, and here's the trophy on the shelf. That's her girlfriend, who's probably a ROV as well.
As
Get
she
your
goes-
ass
she goes-
here now.
As
That's-
the camera pans past Maxi, Maxi's just like,
She goes, is that the one from Angel City?
yes.
Yes.
She goes,
Yes.
She goes, hold on 10 seconds. You hear muffled, like she's holding a hand over a mic. Like, she goes, okay. We're about to maybe start a war. You need to survive 10 minutes.
Are you coming to this apartment for extraction? Because we need to get all this shit out of here.
Yeah, but you need to survive the next 10 minutes. Because
All
here's
right,
There,
boss.
there are at least 2 ROVs on the way from here. This thing controls at least 5. One is Jesse.
right.
There's
Look,
2 in Dallas.
Here's
There's
the
one
thing.
in Nairobi and one in Angel City. Be aware.
Dallas is far enough from the border that in order for us to get the correct stuff to you, we're going to violate Texas airspace. Because lest we forget, for those at home, Texas is the sovereign country of crazy people.
Unless
She goes,
In the
Unless
game,
you can think
too.
of another way to.
nope. She goes, we got to get it out. You're right.
Yeah.
We're going to violate Cybernex Texas airspace in about 5 minutes. It's another 5 for us to get to you, and then it's a gun battle on our way out.
All right.
Now, we're going to get to you, but it's going to take more than 90 seconds.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
All right. I'll start the timer.
She goes, nope, stay on comms and just click in when you need me.
Yes. So I relay all of this to the other two.
What are you
They're
two,
coming.
What are you two doing now?
2 or 3?
Well, now that Zed has relayed that to Chon and Maxi, what are Maxi's and Chon's reactions?
Maxi is starting to. So there are a number of windows in the apartment.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
Maxi is starting to move whatever furniture pieces we have into cover positions over those windows. He's trying to block all areas of ingress
Okay.
as much as he can with the sparse furniture that's in this place.
Okay.
Shawn is starting to disconnect everything they can get their hands on.
Where are you starting? The server farm or the quantum computer?
The quantum computer.
Okay. Give me a microelectronics roll, please.
The ROVs were the medical ROVs, so they were smaller, but they're not insignificantly small, right?
No, they're not. They're about
Throw them in.
5 feet tall.
I'm going to throw them in front of the front door. Pile of robots.
Nat 20 for a 25.
Oh, yeah. You get that thing disconnected in record time.
The longest part was cleaning the vomit off of it.
Maxi, give me a perception check.
Nine.
This is a nice apartment.
There's a blanket that you think Stitches would like.
And then Maxi starts thinking about Stitches, and it's like, oh.
Zed, what are you doing? Chon, I presume you moved to the server farm the second you get done with that.
Exactly.
So I throw the ROVs and some junk in front of the apartment
Actually,
front.
you go ahead and make me a perception check right after Chon disconnects the quantum computer.
Me?
Mhm.
13.
You hear a light from the other room.
Oh God. I just know what I did. Oh, woke her up. Her consciousness was stored in the quantum computer kept her in her happy place. We just took her out of her happy place.
Oh shit! We just woke up Frankenstein.
Yeah, but it might actually be Jesse, not the mad robot.
Right. All right. Y'all take care of this. I'm gonna Zed charm the killer naked death machine. Nice knowing you if I die. What else am I gonna do?
Sorry, it was a good line. It was a good line.
Yeah, no.
It was
It
was a good
one
line.
thing Zed is built to do is charm people.
Not you may have
sure.
arrived just in time for naked death machine.
It's for you, Dot.
Some have said that they're mad that they missed the killer naked death machine. Okay, you walk in and you see the readout shows brainwave activity now, and you hear it. You hear the person strapped to the guard again, the nude figure of Jesse Overton, and like the eyes start to flicker open. And suddenly she jerks like she's trying to get off the table.
I know this is like a medical sterile room, but is there like a blanket or a lab coat or something?
Nope.
Nothing. Okay. Oh, but her clothes are in here.
And they're in the room next to the server farm,
Oh,
which is the
Where
dressing room.
the sex swing is and
the
such.
sex swing is shit. Can I have like run and gotten a sweater or a shawl or something before I walked into the room?
A poncho.
A poncho.
A poncho is the first thing you find. Very traditional, woven. It's got some hex patterns on it.
So she's kind of jerking on
Like-
the table. Oh, whoa, hey, hi. You're strapped down. Don't hurt yourself. I'm gonna help you out.
Who?
I'm
You could see like the eyes are cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
I'm Zed. You're Jesse.
No.
You're not Jesse?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Give me a
Uh-oh.
biology roll, Zed.
Oh, wait a minute. We just figured out I'm good at that. Biology. I need to die. This is the most we've ever rolled in season 2.
I think so.
I think so.
Holy.
We
Well,
still
no,
have time.
We had combat.
You had
so
combat.
we did roll a lot during combat.
Zed didn't because he was knocked on his fucking ass all of
Oh,
combat.
that's right. that's
Will you
right.
please move on?
19.
Again, with
If
those wish arms.
Based on the descriptions you've gotten from Shawn and everybody else on how this device works, it's a cybernetic device that basically overrides her brain function. But you wouldn't be able to fully lobotomize her. There would be a person in there trapped when she wasn't being remote controlled.
And we thought that person was Jesse.
She goes,
Jesse's the overlay.
help
Yeah.
me.
Yes. Sarah, hi. We're going to help you. We're going to take care of you. I know this is frightening. Do your best to breathe. Can you feel your chest? Can you feel your chest when you take a breath?
Yes.
Just feel that. Close your eyes. Just feel your chest. Feel the breath in your chest. Relax.
It trapped me.
The computer, the AI.
Trapped me.
Yeah. You were special, weren't you?
She passes out. Like faints.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she's still connected to the table, so I can see her vitals.
Yeah.
She's
Still
still
strapped in.
Yeah,
Right.
she's strapped to it.
right. She didn't die.
No, no.
Her vitals are still fine.
Actually, her heart rate's up from where it was because, again, she was basically in a stasis when you guys first came in.
Yeah.
Respiration rates are up. Body core temp is rising.
Okay. So I'm going to undo the straps.
Okay.
I'm going to put the poncho on her. I'm going to, pick her up and firemen carry her over the threshold to get her out of this room.
How much does that body weigh?
Oh, yeah. Can I even pick her up?
Well, you got
with your
arms.
with your cyberarms for sure. She weighs
Okay.
maybe 135. She's about 5'9".
Okay.
5'9",
We-
135. So medium build ish.
Well,
were
we had
thinking with all
tried
the
to figure
cyberware.
out, even with all the cyberware
No.
and the implants, like if that had affected their weight.
It does, but a lot of that's nano stuff that's really light. It's like nano silk.
I mean,
No.
Zed's natural strength is an 11, but he's got the Class A robot arms.
Yeah,
that apparently
you're fine.
Don't
Yeah.
want to work sometimes. Whatever.
Yeah, you can lift this. You're fine.
Okay, so I'll come out of the room. I think Jesse was an overlay. This is Sarah. She's asleep right now. And she said something took her. So
She wakes up for a sec. She goes, water.
the
Throat dry.
yeah. Is the water turned on in this
Oh,
fucking terrible
Max
apartment?
is the kind of person that would have like a camelback, I presume.
No, I mean, Maxi
Like a tactical water source.
Yeah, there is some water.
I feel like Zed would still try to go to the sink for a second
What are you
and
going to
turn
put it
it
in?
and then be like, no, wait, there's no fucking glasses because this goddamn apartment.
That's when Maxi opens up a small pouch on his belt and pulls out like a little. He like clicks and there's like a small like little
Cup.
A little camping collapsible cup.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. I'll hold her head. Like, I'll have her leaning on me. I'll take all her weight and I'll hold her head and try to help her drink a little bit.
While this is going on, Shawn is working on disconnecting the server. They're also going to pull up external cameras of the building to see if I can give us any warning before things go sideways.
Give me a perception check.
Do I get any bonus for doing it through the system?
Just tell me what your roll is and I'll adjust.
Perception, that's a 13.
It's too hard to pick out amongst all the fucking air traffic in the area.
Okay. I'm more looking for aberrations, like something moving at a very high rate of speed,
Not
something
yet.
just, okay.
Um,
Same thing with cameras on this floor.
Yep.
So, like the hall cameras if something goes by.
Shawn, give me a determination check.
19.
That explains why you were having issues. You are now in very close proximity to somebody who's already entangled.
Hmm.
I'm assuming Zed and Sarah are somewhere where near Chon is.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Now that her consciousness is back.
I can like sense her.
Mm-hmm. Much like you could Abby.
Shawn pokes their head out of the room. Keep her safe.
Yeah.
She's like
obviously.
me.
I guess that. Yeah.
I can feel her. Shawn like points at their head.
Ooh. Well, now we know I was right. I'm on it. Don't worry
Thank
about
you.
it.
We have 8 minutes and everyone will remain alive.
That is 100% the plan. I'm going to feed you guys camera feeds from the hall and exterior building. If you see anything, call out. And if anybody has a free hand, helping to disconnect some of this shit so we get out of here faster would probably be good.
I'm gonna stay with Sarah.
Maxi will attempt to assist Shawn with the disconnecting.
Just like unplug these cables, you know.
Mhm.
I give you donkey work. Crawl under this desk, blah, blah, blah.
So as
Still
you're
one
doing
tap,
that,
no desk.
Maxi, make me one more perception check.
All right, that's much better. That's 19.
You recognize that deep boom from anywhere. It's a Rob
That's
insertion.
something- Yeah, I was gonna say that's something.
And then you hear the building, literally, something crash through the building. Chon and Maxi, give me defense rolls.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Which I believe is just agility, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Plus your combat bonus if you have one.
Yep.
Is that your combat proficiency?
Yep.
Okay. 13.
24.
Chon, you get clonked by a hunk of aluminum as it flies off the capsule. It looks like they put it on a delay fuse to hit the floor and then pop the capsule off. Chon, you take 8 points of damage as the piece of aluminum propels you into a wall
Where?
toward the left side of the room.
Where on me?
Oh, chest. Maxi, you are staring at some sort of Rav. You've never seen one quite like this before. It
Maxi is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It says, hello.
Maxi still has that satchel full of short-range EMPs.
It's, I've been looking for you.
Does the voice sound familiar?
It sounds like the AI's voice.
Okay.
The benevolent AI's voice.
Mm-hmm.
This thing just crashed into the apartment, right?
Yeah, you hear the explosion from the back room, Zed.
So Zed. Okay.
But I'm presuming Zed is guarding
Yeah.
Sarah, Jesse, person.
Yes.
And just so that, again, for descriptive purposes, the Rav inserted, the sides popped. What does it look like now?
It's got kind of this weird demonic looking face. with horns that stick out the front. It's standing about 6.5 feet tall. It's a burly color. It's red and black. Two-toed feet, talons on its hands.
Is it a Rav tiefling?
No, much larger than a tiefling.
That's Etrigan.
More like a Rav Oni.
Then the initial response from Maxi is going to be to lift the sawed off from his side and just unload it in this thing's face.
Roll to hit. And then roll initiative, everyone.
All right. Where is it? There it is. Oh no, that's not the shotgun.
Initiative is just agility, not agility plus combat, right?
Nope, just agility.
Well, damn.
So what'd your attack roll come out to, Maxi?
That's what I've got to grab the stats for the shotgun. I forgot to put it on my sheet. Just a sec.
All right.
Plus 7 million.
What's your initiative there, Zed?
5.
Chone?
12.
Oh shit, that's nice. That is going to be a 24. That's a 24 to hit with the shotgun.
Oh yeah, you hit him.
Okay.
Roll me some damage.
And, yeah, and let me roll my initiative real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's actually pretty good too. Initiative is 21. And then the damage is going to be... Let me see. Ammo. Okay, just I gotta find the ammo because that's important too. It's gonna be for the shotgun. It would probably be solid slugs.
Yep.
He knew he'd be going up against hardened
Targets. Yep.
targets. It's like 3d12.
Hard target. What a good name for a movie.
Right? Starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
What a good name
shit.
for a bad movie.
12,
And Zach Braff.
What?
22,
Want to make it a worse movie.
Okay, I was like, I don't remember that.
27.
a
Nice.
remake.
Good hit. Nice. All right. And with that, Maxi, it's actually your turn again.
The other barrel goes off.
Roll a hit.
Where did the shot hit, by the way, the first one?
In the face.
Well, I mean, the face of a Rav, which I mean,
There's still
probably-
armor. It's an armored face.
21 to hit.
You missed that time.
Oh shit!
All right.
Oof. Well,
It
there
reaches
you go, guys.
It reaches forward and says, "I'm not here to kill you," as it grabs your shotgun and tries to pull it away from you and throw it out a window.
Well, that's probably gonna overpower me.
Give me a defense roll. You can always
Yep, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. 17.
No. So he takes your shotgun and hurls it through the window. Moving right along on the initiative track. Chone.
Shawn is going to scramble over to where the EMP net is and turn and launch it at the Rav.
Roll a hit.
Can I have... It's too late to do the... Actually, I'm going to walk the back. I'm going to enter the quantum state to see if I can gain a bonus to
Give me a
my
determination check.
initiatives and such for this. It is a 17. I know there's some interference from having somebody else nearby, but...
said 17.
Yes.
You're in.
Okay. Is that going to be my entire action, or can I still go for the...
You can throw the net.
Okay, I'm going to throw the net then. That would be a dirty 20.
It ducks underneath it.
How big is the net?
Car size?
Yeah. It ducks underneath it and kind of spins it before you can activate it and chucks it at the server farm. What's left of it?
I had a bad feeling about that. Does the server farm dodge?
No. It zaps the server farm, what's left of it. You got some of it, but not all of it. Zed.
All right, so big demon robot, probably the benevolent AI. Maxi shot it in the face.
Mm-hmm. Good one too.
Is there any crack in the face?
You can see
Faceplate
some
or
like
anything?
the armor's starting to get messed up.
Yeah. There's definitely a nice, like a 12 gauge slug sized hole.
Not a hole,
Uh,
but yes, I mean it.
Yeah, a dent. Yeah.
So I would like to use a little talent I picked up at our most recent level up,
Mm-hmm.
where it counts,
Mm.
which once per encounter lets me make a called shot versus a weak point in technology. So I would like to make
That was quite prescient of you.
It was. Rolled a hit.
All right. So I'm using my custom whisper pistol, which I think just gives me a +6.
Okay.
Nat 20.
You're
thought you were gonna say nat 1.
You're Josh it. Really?
I swear to God.
All right, give me double damage.
Okay, and that's gonna double damage everything, right?
Oh yeah. Well, you're
Okay.
you're hitting him in the face. You basically sink it in under the armor plate, right, where Maxi had already damaged it, and are doing damage directly to the interior functions of the head armor, of the head function, which controls all the ability for it to see.
All right, so I think a whisper pistol is 2d6 damage.
I have 2d6, 3d6.
Let me check. Yeah, if you're using the high velocity one, hang on. If you're using high velocity rounds, whisper.
Which I would assume we would, because we're going after Robs.
Yes. Yeah, 3d6 times 2.
Well, I was gonna say I would assume they were also AP rounds.
Okay.
I mean, if we knew we were going up against
Well, you knew there was Tetsu
Okay,
Corp
okay.
Robs in there, yeah.
Yeah. So AP rounds give you a plus 1d6 against armor as well, if that
Well,
matters.
Not in this case, 'cause he's actually bypassing the
Okay.
armor. He's doing two internal
Gotcha.
systems.
Gotcha. I'll listen to the guy that wrote the book.
Hold on, I'm rolling all this.
Co-wrote the book.
When did we start doing that?
I know.
Seems crazy.
52 damage total.
That'll do it. You blow its head clean off. So from the side, Maxi and Shawn, you see a single shot hit the spot, like right in the center of where Maxi hit, and the head explodes.
Fuck yeah. Zed has been redeemed.
Maxi, you kind of look over at Zed, and Zed's got his pistol up, smoking.
What's up?
And I'm assuming Zed has a big smile on his face. Like, you can see the smile in Zed's eyes.
Yes, absolutely. Practice paid off, huh?
As the head explodes, you see Sarah / her jerk awake. Loud.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. We were...
Well, it is a whisper pistol, though.
Okay, right as that's happening, you actually hear, because this Air Force Base is not far from where you are, you suddenly hear scramjets pop. and you can feel the shake as they're pushing scramblers. As that, you hear in the distance like of
This an ASMR stream now?
it's the booms of rounds of anti-aircraft rounds firing. As you glance out the window, you see anti-aircraft rounds flying into the air.
Oh, they're shooting at the IOG.
You see missiles streaking from the air and hitting some spots on the ground. As that happens, you hear in your Quancom, Zed, 90 seconds. Are you ready to move?
Yeah. Do you also want a giant ROV that the benevolent AI was piloting? I
Let's-
just blew up its head.
She's like, you blew up its head?
I know, right?
He had help, but he did the lion's share of the damage. We'll be ready.
She says, is that your first ROV, Zed?
I'll never forget it.
You really won't. All right, package incoming. We're at 60 seconds. And you can hear like stuff. And you still hear jets overhead like going back and forth. And the sound of battle in the background. She goes, you fuckers better make this worth it.
It totally is.
Shawn's going to grab every piece of hardware they can. The quantum computer, drives, everything.
Okay, so you grab all of that stuff. Hang on, let me go down here. You see, it's the best way I can describe it is like a stealth Chinook. As it comes into a hover next to the balcony at the apartment, you can see the lights of police lights flashing outside of the building, and you see on the opposite side a door gunner start laying fire into the ground below. You see Adeline flip up her face mask on her combat helmet. She goes, anytime today, gentlemen.
Let's move.
As Shawn starts loading stuff in there, it's like, not all gentlemen. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, there's also this chick whose name is Sarah.
She's like, I'm being colloquial. We're in Texas.
Then you should be using y'all. Take this.
She's like, you're right, y'all. And you see her take a grenade out of a pouch, pull the pin, and literally just drop it down below her.
I like Adeline so
Here,
much.
take this, mind the vomit. And Shawn goes back for another load of hardware.
Okay.
Zed's sticking with Sarah right now.
So you see two more like shock troopers jump off the chopper with like a sked litter, and they load her up and pull her in. She's like, "Are you two coming?"
Shawn and Maxi are now dragging the ROV back.
Yeah.
Once they get Sarah, I'll help with dragging shit.
Okay. The sound of battle continues in the background as you get
Maxi-
everything in.
Maxi's stepping to the edge of the balcony. He opens up his satchel and starts flicking an EMP charge and throwing it out into the street. Flicking an EMP charge, throwing it out into the street. Like he's just throwing all 5 of those out
Into
to
the
ground
street
floor.
below. Right.
Yeah,
So
into the ground floor.
the police and SWAT on the ground floor are returning fire rather ineffectively after the grenade goes off. But your EMP charges definitely overload the vehicles as they hit the ground. You feel after the 3 of you are on board that the chopper kind of spin up to one side and then Maxi, it occurs to you that, man, Dot really wants to fly one of these.
Stitches.
Stitches wants to fly one of these.
Somebody does.
Rude. So y'all fly out. As you go, you see jets literally in dogfights protecting your way out.
And Maxi will kind of stand near the end, the opening, right, in the Chinook, and stand there basically doing this to Texas as they fly away.
Shawn looks over at Adeline and goes, okay, remember what we had to do with how we had to make sure that Apex was safe after the last run-in?
Yep.
Yeah. You better have somebody. I'm gonna have to check myself, and somebody else is gonna have to check me. So
She looks at you,
Shawn
Chone. She looks at
turns
you.
their tech head off at that
She
point.
goes, you know what this means I have to do, Chone?
You're not gonna kiss me, are you?
No. She pulls out a trank line.
Yep. I get comfortable.
She goes, take a sip of water. You know this will give you dry mouth.
Shawn will grab a thing of water from their camelback and also hand over their glow, which the battery's pulled on now at this point.
She finds a spot like in the crook of your elbow. She goes, She goes, get some rest. And she tranks you.
Yep.
Maxi then...
She looks at the two of you and goes, she looks at Maxi, she's like, no tech. She goes, you didn't interact with the computer at all, did you?
Nope. Just talking to you.
And the Rav.
But you didn't link.
Sarah, you interacted with Sarah.
But you didn't link. Nothing to your watcher, nothing to your cyber.
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to play it safe, I'll take a nap, but I didn't plug into anything. I didn't jack into anything.
She goes, I trust you.
Maxi takes up a spot kind of crouching near Chone. And Maxi is holding Chone's hand as Chone goes down.
I don't like patch in the match. She's going to be fine. I've done this before.
I know.
She looks at Maxi. She goes,
friends comfort friends.
yes. She goes, you trust me, right?
If I didn't, you would be sailing out the side of this Chinook.
She goes, fair enough. She goes, and now for the two of you. She pulls out two black hoods. What you don't know, you can't tell.
Maxi's aware of procedure.
She puts the hoods over your faces.
Does this one have a bit in it? I don't usually like those.
It's a ball.
She goes, no, but next time we're going to come with some with in-flight theater so that, you know, you have something to watch.
Yeah.
You fly for what you estimate to be about 70 or 80 minutes before you feel yourself landing. The hoods are taken off you, and you appear to be in some sort of underground hangar. She looks at both of you. She goes, Chow Hall's down that hall. She pulls out her glow, goes, your rooms are 407, 408, 409 down that hall. Gym is one level below. It's open 24 hours. And there's a hot spring swimming pool next to it.
Zed, I will be accompanying Chone while they do their procedures.
Yeah, I was
She's
just
like,
going to say.
we got to take her to an anti-static room. Like
Can we
last
wait
time.
outside?
In a steel hallway. She's like, we've been through this.
Is there an observation booth?
No, it's an anti-static room.
Then I will stand in the hallway.
Yeah.
Very well, Maxi.
Do y'all need help, like, unloading all this stuff?
She goes, we're trying to figure out where to put your new guest.
Yeah, where's she going? Oh, Maxi, you stick with Chone, I'm going to stick with Sarah.
I think that is wise.
So, yeah, I'm sticking with her wherever she goes.
Maxi, you follow them on the Gertie with Chown. They get Chown to the side room, which is as far as they'll let you go. They strip her gear off, or strip their gear off, Chown. Get an anti-static, basically like a paper cover over Chown. And they pull Chown into the anti-static room, which is also a Faraday cage. And the doors close behind them.
Maxi places his back to the wall and just takes a standing position.
So you see another operative walk up to you, Zed, and goes, describe what you've got here, because we don't know. You've run into this one before.
Yeah. Is she awake right now? Is she still out of it?
She's still out of it.
Okay. So I've got, like, her arm over my neck and shoulders. I'm holding her up.
Wasn't she in a litter?
Yeah, she's in a litter.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm not doing that. Okay, so
You're weakened at Bernie'sing her.
I'm Sarah. I was taken as a child. No. Sorry, that might have been too far. I
Whoa.
apologize. So as far as we know, this is a humanoid Rav that
Adeline looks at you. This is the one from before. You think she's still got the tech in her?
I mean, I didn't take it out. She was strapped to a table in the apartment with a cold room and a lot of shit and wires.
She goes,
When
Zed,
when,
we have a problem.
hey,
And the other operative's thinking about it too. He goes, Faraday cages don't block quantum communication. If she's got the equivalent of a back box in her, we can't jam it. We can only hope we're far enough away and we're at a range. You said before in your previous debrief, she's got subcutaneous armor
Mhm.
and enhanced strength and reflexes.
oh yeah,
Hey Zed, one thing you might remember Chon saying is one of the Robs that were being controlled was in Nairobi, which is a long way away.
right. So they have the range, so we're not going to be out of range. Yeah. So I'm guessing either Aguilar or an AI was piloting her at that bloodbath.
The problem is this is completely unknown tech to us. We can try and pull out the quantum communicator.
So in the apartment, when she was strapped to the table, she was plugged into that thing, the quantum computer.
Right, which
She was
Chon vomited on. Right.
she was shut down at that point in time. She was in stasis. Can we try to plug her back up and keep
No,
her
no, no. The
out?
problem, it's not that. He goes, the tech guy looks at you, he goes, I don't know. I read the files you guys wrote up on this stuff, but we don't know. This is new tech. Kelly Aguilar invented this. Adeline looks at you, she goes, what do you think we should do? Do we keep her? She goes, the way I see it, we have two choices. We keep her sedated for now with a anti-mobility drug, something that's going to paralyze her. So in case she does get taken over mind-wise, she still can't move. Or we put her in surgery and we try and pull out the quantum communicator.
I think we start with inhibility. I think we start with keeping her sedated and non-mobile. There's another person in there, someone with the same abilities that Chon has. And that's why...
And that's
they
where
were taken.
Adeline goes, wait, what?
Yeah. When she woke up, she identified herself as Sarah and said she had been taken. And Chon recognized whatever fucking magic they have.
It's a mutation.
Yeah, so clearly that's why she was taken and used for this.
All right. They sedate her, basically paralyze her, and Adeline goes, get some food.
Yeah.
Get some sleep. You got to report for debrief in the morning.
Okay. I am going to go to the cafeteria and get 2 loaded plates of food and beverages and go back to the hallway where Maxi is.
You find Maxi waiting stoically.
Gotta eat, man.
Thank you. No news yet. They're still working on Shawn.
Yeah, and Sarah is sedated and immobilized right now. The techs have no idea what to do with her. They're worried the AI or Aguilar could just turn her on and take over and wreck this place. So she's zonked out right now.
Probably the best course of action.
Yeah.
Can they remove some of the implants?
Theoretically, but they don't know anything about this tech. This is all new shit that Aguilar invented, so they can dig around in there, but they don't know what they're touching. I don't want to lose her yet as a person, let alone a valuable asset and hostage. But I also don't want to murder her for the sake of what was done forcibly to her.
Agreed. I was unaware of another personality. I thought Jesse was the primary.
Oh, yeah, there was all that. We were fighting a robot that probably got in the way. When she woke up, she said her name was Sarah. And Chone said she's got the same wacky magic powers that Chone has.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think she was targeted by Aguilar and the AI.
That fits Aguilar's MO.
Yeah, exactly. So that's also proof of what would happen to Chone if we let Aguilar get them. And we're not going to let that happen.
So it is also safe. I think it is roughly safe to assume that the other connected Robs are likely also enhanced individuals, correct?
Probably. It's at least a 50-50 shot. It's why else would they be connected to this specific server farm and quantum computer?
Well,
It's got to be. You're right. Yeah.
we have also, as we've taken this down, I'm sure another room like this has been spun up in another location
Yeah.
to continue piloting those ROVs.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there was a brief moment of disconnection.
That would have been really scary for those people.
And then we also have to assume that, like Sarah, each one of them is a buried consciousness inside a ROV
Mhm.
that is piloted by a level 3 AI.
Mm-hmm. This sucks.
That's
that's
a
a-
word you can use to describe it.
Yeah.
That's a
But
great
we've
place
got-
to end today's episode. Is this sucks?
That sucks.
There's the show title.
That's it. This sucks. We're gonna end it right
updating
there.
that.
Thank you all for joining us. That was fun.
That was great. That was really great.
The plot thickens. We came back with a strong episode after our break. We will be back with more Chaos Inc. in 2 weeks. Kaylee, where can folks find you on the internets?
You can find me in deep, dark corners of the internet. I'm still on Twitter at Anime Girl. Unfortunately, people I follow are still there, so I'm trying to keep.
I'm staying
tabs on
there
that,
until it
but-
burns down. It's too entertaining.
I know, but it's kind of a hellscape,
It's-
so, you know,
it is.
whatever you do. So you can find me there at Anime Girl. You can also find me here, and that's about it, actually. I think that's all I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Kind of bored, honestly.
Caleb, where can they find you, my friend?
I am on the socials at the Caleb G. You can also hear me over on the RPG Academy. All of their archived shows from way back in the day. Speaking of the RPG Academy, we are going to be doing a sample adventure on the 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern on the RPG Academy Twitch channel. I will be running the sample adventure from Dune. And that is
The-
that
The
is a show.
2D20 game from Modifius?
Nice.
I could not think of those words, but I was going for them. Thank you.
I got the.
Uh,
Go ahead.
So Sample Adventures is a series of shows where we just play the sample adventure straight out of the book as written with pre-gen characters. And then we kind of dissect the game to see if we felt like it was a good introduction to the setting, the system, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Wizard sent me the shortest introductory adventure ever, like a week ago.
One combat scene.
It literally is. It's basically one scene. It doesn't have to be combat, but it's one scene. on a ship.
on a
It was
ship.
weird.
And other than that, I also am finally getting back around to kicking off .5pass.org, some charity work. I'm going to be doing some big updates and releases coming up on May the 4th.
Be with you.
With Star Wars themed, why not? Since I
And
missed
also with
Celebration
you.
and all that stuff. Yeah. So keep an eye out for that. That's .5pass.org on the socials at P5 Pass.
Michael, where can they find you, my friend?
Hey, folks, you can find me on Wednesdays on Rourk and Rasp at twitch.tv/Rourk and Rasp, all 3 words. You can find me on the Dragon Age show of A Time of Masks and Daggers. We are playing the Dragon Age RPG. Things are getting quite tense and quite politically charged in that game. We are about to embark on a camp raid. We will see how it goes. We are all not necessarily combat heavy characters, so this will be fun. You can also catch me on the show Tubular Teens with Titans on your podcatchers. That is a Power Rangers inspired audio drama. I do play the villain Harbinger, and season 1 has wrapped. We are getting ready to release season 2, and it's been quite fun. It's been quite fun. So you can catch me in those places.
Awesome. As always, everybody, you can find me at Alex the Humanoid on everything. I will be back tomorrow night with the Mallo Man. We are going to be talking about... What are we talking about tomorrow? He actually already has some rundown stuff. We're going to talk...
the marbles.
We're going to be talking about the Marvels trailer. We're going to be talking about all the reveals from Star Wars Celebration this weekend, which there was some good reveals. If you love you some Star Wars, there was some good reveals. And also we're going to talk about the box office performances of both Super Mario Brothers and D&D and what that means for the greater movie business writ large. So come back tomorrow, twitch.tv/Identico. At 7 p.m. Pacific time for me and Mallo for Identico After Dark. Also, happy to announce The Good Doctor, our newest adventure, is available now for print on demand. You can get it sent to you in a physical book thingy from DriveThruRPG. We've actually had quite a few people already pick it up.
It's a real good module.
Real good, nice little horror adventure. It's fun. I'm working on another one right now. We're going to try and finish the Mutants and Men series this year. So keep your eyes out for that. But yeah, that's all the stuff that's been going on. And we'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode of Chaos Inc. And who knows? We might get a... No. It's going to be close. Probably
We might hear a dot.
We might hear a
or
dot.
hear of a dot.
Hear of a dot. Hear of a stitches.
I thought that... Okay, we'll talk about that.
We're going to look. I have to look again.
I think
May.
I think it's the one right after that. Yep.
And I think late May is what I heard.
Well, let's ask her
Let's
after
find
this.
out.
Yeah,
Let's
of course.
find out. But thank you everybody for joining us tonight. This will be up. Go check out Mallo's been doing how to plays on youtube.com/Identico. So check those out as well. And all of our previous episodes, if you're like, what's going on with these Chaos Inc. people? The entire thing is on youtube.com/Identico. So thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye.